What is going on, everybody out there? This is your boy CryptoMykel here, coming today with a update video, guys. We went ahead and we built out our 3060 rig. Now, of course, we were going for 6 3060s, but we have fallen short for 4. We have not been able to get any here recently, but we got a spurt where we got 3 of them in a row, and we're just going to run with it, go ahead and build out the rig, and not waste more downtime, because downtime is precious to a miner, right? So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Now we're going to be building this out with a 1000-watt EVGA power supply, as well as a RepTech motherboard. And High Speed Miner actually sent us over the mining frame, which you can find the link to his channel down in the description below. Thank you, buddy, for sending over the frame. We greatly appreciate it, and it actually works out perfectly for the 3060s because they don't really need extra fans on the frame itself, because they run pretty cool and low wattage to begin with. So right now we got 4 of them. They are all the XC editions minus 1, which is a black edition, and that's the one without the backplate. All 3 other ones have a backplate, and one of them is a non-LHR version 1, which we'll see in this video. And then we're running the RepTech motherboard as the motherboard. So we have the capability of running 8. The frame will only hold 6, but who knows, maybe we can squeeze in a few more somewhere on the rig. Who knows? So we'll hop into that real quick. We'll build it out, we'll show it to you, and then we'll look at the wattages, or the wattage, and hash rate mining on FLUX, just to get it up and going, and show you a little bit of overclocks. So let's dig right in. All right, guys, so it's time for a rig build. All right, we got 4 3060s. All right, this one with the blue tape on the top is actually a version 1 non-LHR 3060. We got that back when they first came out. Collected the rest. We were going for 6 to put in on this frame, but I was only able to get 4. It is what it is. So we have a RepTech motherboard with SSD on there already, and then some GPU risers. All right, pretty freaking cool. Now a high-speed miner sent over this frame to us. We had to put it together with a rivet gun, and then we have a EVGA 1000-watt GQ power supply. This thing actually slides in and out, so you can pull your cards out if you want, and slide them back into the frame without having to pull the frame out. All right, we're gonna put that on a wire rack anyway, so we should be good to go. So, man, let's just go ahead and build it. And all right, it is done, just like that, guys. With the RepTech board, we had to remove this little middle bar right here. That way the RepTech could sit inside the bar. Wired up real nice like. I could not get the other cord to fit all the way over here to this guy, so I had to jump it. I'm not the happiest about that, but it'll do. These cards don't pull a hell of a lot of power. I undervolt them quite a bit anyway, so we'll be fine for now, at least for getting it up and running and making sure things are good to go. So everything else has its own. Risers are paired by one of these as well. Each one riser has one cable. 1 8-pin goes to each one. So pretty good there. We are solid. This power supply is probably maxed out at what it is. I will be adding another EVGA power supply probably right here. This is usually the spot for the motherboard, but I'm using RepTech boards for this rig, so I only need that one spot. I can just put the other power supply right there and be good to go. We don't have to really do too much. So we'll do that when we have the other 2 cards. And yeah, so FA, looks like we got plenty of room right there, and still slides out, not so easily, but it does slide out. So as soon as I have electric out in the well house, we will get a full power draw, see what this rig pulls by itself. off of the meter, but until then I can't do that unless I run like a really long extension cable, and don't really want to try to do that. So yeah, freaking awesome, guys. We'll catch y'all next time. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell notifications for when we go live here on the videos. We greatly appreciate it. Stay tuned for all of the hash rate videos coming up for this rig, as well as soon as we source out 2 more EVGA 3060s. We're going to slap them on there as well, preferably XC editions. That way this is a full EVGA build, even EVGA power supply. So, alright, so as you can see, it is actually 5 days later according to when we actually booted the rig up and built it. We actually had an issue where I actually lost some footage. Not sure what happened, but had some extra footage of showing this exact stuff after it was up and running, and it's nowhere to be found. So here we are again redoing this, and so we can get y'all some content. So as you can see, we are running the rev test on Mini Z version 1.8 as of right now, Equihash 125/4, which is the FLUX algorithm. As you can see right here, here's GPU 0 through 3. GPU 0 is the one with the blue tape on it, and it is the non-LHR version of the 3060. It is version 1. The rest of them are version 2s. GPU 2 is the black edition, which is the one without a backplate, and Hive refuses to call it anything other than a GA104. Inside of the miner, it just calls it graphics device. I've tried redoing the drivers, reinstalling Hive, literally everything, and the device name won't change, and the hash rate is stuck at 32 sols. So compared to everything else running at 40 or 38 to 42, depending on overclocks and settings. We have a variety of settings kind of going on here to test out, kind of pushing it at lower wattage, pushing it at a medium watts, as well as just trying to get hash rate going, because this one just won't do it. Not sure what's up with it. Some people have suggested maybe flashing it with the XC BIOS to see if it'll push over. They are the same card, just one has a higher boost clock than the other, and that is really just boils down to the drivers and software. So we could be able to flash it over and it could fix it, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that just yet. Just gonna wait on a few more things to see what we can figure out. Now we are running about 40 sols per card right now, about 150 to 151 sols at 508 watts here mining Flux with the 3060s. I do not have wattages from the watt meter that is out in the well house. I don't have internet out there, like actual wired internet, so I cannot take this rig out there to test what the actual hardware draw is. So I would assume it's probably around 550 to maybe 600 watts, which is right as the most amount that I'm going to do for this power supply that we have. Of course, it's only a 1,000 watt power supply. Do not want to exceed 80% rule, of course. So we're trying to keep it even. I actually had one issue with that power supply where I couldn't reach the very first card with one of the cables, so I had to jump it between two different one cable to 2 different cards. Not ideal at all, but I am not pushing the very first card's overclock. I'm leaving it pretty well like stabled out, as well as just like the other one. The other 2 I am kind of pushing. So that's what we got for mining Flux with 4 3060s. Now we will have other hash rate video of other coins and maybe what's more profitable for this build out. But currently on Hive, we are going to be mining Flux and getting ready for the node halvening requirements. We need a little bit more Flux in order to run the next tiered Flux node. And yeah, so we're going to keep mining Flux and moving on with that. So guys, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell notification as soon as we go live here on the channel. It would be greatly appreciated. We go live every Saturday morning here on the show, and we try to come out with at least 1 to 2 videos every week. This one got delayed because of some missing footage, so we're refilming part of it, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Keep your hash rates up, your watts low, and we'll see y'all next time.